I don't know why I'm so nervous about looking good for this video, even though, you know, I show up barefaced in my pajamas for the same YouTube channel. So, I don't know. I asked y'all to ask me some juicy questions regarding my moving out journey. Anything like basically anything related to this. Y'all came true. So, let's get right into it. This video is going to be long and chatty, so go and grab a drink. Oh, you already know what drink it is. If you want to play this video at the background of your video while you get ready or drive or while you clean the house, please feel free to do so. I won't be offended. But I did put in extra effort for my makeup today, so maybe you can just take 1 second before you leave to look at my makeup. Okay, you may not go and clean your house. First question is, what's the requirement that you look for in your new space, budget-wise, location, and what was the things you considered before finding one? So initially, my budget is like what? 2,000 ringgit for rent because I don't know what is in the market. For me, most importantly is the location. It has to be near my parents' house and also my boyfriend's house. It doesn't need to be like super near lah. At least less than 30 minutes, I'm fine. If I want to move stuff, it's much more easier and more convenient as well. Thirdly, I actually really wanted to stay in a duplex. I love the idea of the staircase. I found out that the market range for a duplex is 2,500 ringgit per month, around there. So I was like, okay, so I upped my budget to 2,500. Not too bad. Long story short, I did went and viewed a few duplex units, and duplex is so tiny. And I'm someone who has a lot of things. And for duplex, the kitchen is just there. There is only one window. So if you cook, the whole house will smell. And that is something that I don't like. Now this story is important because I'm gonna continue it later. So keep that in mind. Do you regret moving out? So for context, I've actually moved out for a month already. I decided that I wanted to move out around mid-July. And in 2 weeks time, I've already signed my agreement and gotten my keys. So it's definitely something that happened super duper fast. I didn't have much time to process. The first 2 weeks, I was in this like 我在哪里我是谁 kind of moment. Kind of like, what am I doing here? What is this? Like, have I made the right decision? Those kind of things that you question yourself, which I think is pretty normal. But there's no regrets, I would say. For me now, my concept is we won't be here for long. I always tell my friend these days, like, it's so naive of us to think that we'll be here until our 60s and 70s. Life can just be like that any second. I don't know, I think I've just been exposed to so many news around the world that I feel like time is running out. So my concept now is if you really want to do it and if you're capable to do it, just go. Don't wait. But yeah, no regrets. Did your parents like, you know, terasa when you told them that you want your own place? How did your family feel about you moving out? Your parents setuju ke you moving out or you kena pujuk-pujuk juga? One thing that you should know about me is that I'm the eldest child and we tend to just do the things that we want to do. We don't ask for permission and we don't like to be controlled. So since young actually, I mean since my high school days, my parents have always just let me do whatever that I want. It's not that I don't take no for an answer, but I just don't let someone's opinion to stop what I want to do. My mom was also one of the first few people that I told. At first she was like, huh? Because I'm sure it's like out of nowhere, right? I told her my reasoning and then she kind of just like, oh, okay, then I think you should move out. She was really encouraging also. So remember just now I was talking about the duplex thingy, right? Actually when I viewed the duplex, it wasn't something that I wanted. I actually kind of gave up on moving out. I was like, if it's not a duplex, then I don't want to move out anymore. But then my mom was like, no. Now that you mentioned you want to move out, you must move out. She was kind of like kicking me out in a way which is good. She's not letting me step back again. I have to go out. It's already all out kind of thing. I have no choice. So she kept telling me, now that you told me you're gonna move out, you have to leave. So because of this, it also kind of pushed me to really look for a space that I like. Because otherwise, if you don't kick me out, I will still be home right now just because I couldn't find a suitable duplex that I like. My dad was super against it. He told me, but why you want to move out? We have everything here already. And then I was like, of course I know it's not easy. But anyway, I already signed my agreement and already paid. But regardless of their reactions, I would have just done it anyway. I would still do the same thing. Only you know what is best for you. Sometimes no matter how much explanation you do, people just don't get it. And then after 5 minutes, he was okay with it already. So sometimes you just need to believe in what you want to do. How my siblings react, I don't really remember because it's not that important. But I think my sister was like, oh my gosh, yay, bye. My brother, I think it was the same reaction, like, okay, bye. On to the question that everyone wants to know. How much is your rental now? My rental per month is 2,200 ringgit, which I think is actually quite okay. There's 2 bedrooms, 2 car parks, and I'm also the first tenant, so everything is like brand new. I specifically chose this area because I've been here before and I just really love the environment. There's just a lot of nature, which is something that I like. Super duper peaceful. stressful. I wasn't even planning to go. I was kind of lazy. But something told me that you should go. Okay, so I went with my brother and I fall in love, y'all. I fall in love. I literally did my confirmation within an hour. One thing about finding a place is you need to be fast. It's honestly so stressful. Even for the duplex as well. Like I went for the viewing, then the next day someone took it already. That's why it was so stressful for me. It's like this competition, which I feel like I shouldn't feel like this, right? Maybe you can comment what are your thoughts on the rental situation in KL. So yeah, I'm happy with it. Monthly budget for living alone. So when I started planning to move out, right, I thought it's like just rental. Oh my gosh, you still need Wi-Fi and then you need water dispenser. And water dispenser, actually not many places have water dispenser. Luckily, my unit comes with a water dispenser because it's so mafan. Water dispenser contracts is like what? 5 to 7 years at least. Yeah, so you have that. But I would say let's say 100 ringgit for water dispenser, 100 ringgit for Wi-Fi. Grocery wise, I kind of spend around 100 ringgit-ish per week. Usually cook myself during the weekdays for lunch and dinner and breakfast. So I would say roughly around 500 ringgit for groceries per month, depending on what you eat lah. Because I don't really leave the house. I'm just home a lot of the time. Main one, it will be that. And then your electricity bill lah. Water is quite cheap lah, 6 ringgit 50 cents. Yeah, there's a lot of things. I was like, oh my gosh, so many things. I didn't know, you know. I'm gonna do a separate video on the amount of money I spend to decorate and all the little stuff, your rubbish bin. Go and like this video right now if you want me to expose how much I spend in total. Do you ever feel lonely at times? And do you feel scared staying alone since you're so used to having people around at house? Honestly, I don't feel lonely at all. I can literally not leave the house for 3 to 5 days. I'll be so happy. I look forward to not leaving the house for the whole week. But of course, the first week of staying here alone, I was kind of scared, especially sleeping at night. It was quite scary lah because it's the first time you're staying alone at such a huge space. It's just the sleeping at night part. But second week in, I'm like, oh, I love it. Like some of my friends said, if they stay alone, they'll just stay home every day, they'll go crazy. I feel like there's so many things to do. I don't have enough time in a day to do all the things I want. So I think it's just 看个人啦. Really depends on individual. If you feel like it's alone, then maybe you can live with a friend. That should be normalized. Staying with a friend, it's so fun. Ooh, this is a juicy one. Did you move out because you couldn't get along with your younger sister? So for context, both of us were sharing the same bedroom and we also have the same like workspace area. Everywhere is just together. Everyone has different hygiene preferences and when you are sharing a room together, it's a bit difficult. Like as you know, I'm someone who needs to wash my legs as soon as I enter the house, you know, but some people don't do it. It also kind of affects your mental health because your safe space, your room is not how you want it to be. Did you move out so your boyfriend can stay over? No, that wasn't even at the top of my mind. I mean, yes, that thought did came as like a, oh yeah, then you can also come and stay over. Not like that's the main thing. Nah, it wasn't like that. Will you be staying with your partner soon? Actually, when I told friends around me that I'm moving out, the first thing they'll ask me is, are you moving in with your boyfriend? I have to be honest, the past couple of years, I was like, oh my gosh, when can we move in together? Because we've been together for so long, right? As of recently, I just want to try living alone. I think there's no need to be afraid that you won't have the rest of your lives to stay together. For me, what's scarier is that, I might not have this chance of living alone again. Does your boyfriend come over to sleep over sometimes? Actually, even before we moved out, I sleep over at his parents' house with him every weekend. We actually do come over to sleep over during the weekend as our usual plan. But as in fully moving in, I don't think so. I'm loving my alone time here. Guys, I just like to be alone. So that brings me to the next question. What is the real reason that you decided to move out? It's something that I've always wanted to do and I feel like I'm at the age where I should do it right now. A huge thing is also because I've been documenting my life on the internet at my parents' house for so long and it's kind of a bit redundant and I am not inspired, I am not motivated. The amount of vlogs that I upload throughout the last few years has reduced a lot because I just didn't like my surrounding. When you're vlogging your life at a space that has 5 other humans, you always need to jaga like, there's a fight, so the mood is a bit tense, then you cannot film. Or if someone is using the kitchen now, but the lighting is now strong, then I cannot film. So it also kind of affects my work in a way, like I cannot film whenever I want. And the decorations is not something that I like. I always just film at the few angles that I find it cute. But over here with my own space, I can decorate it however I want. I can film whenever I want, without having to jaga. I've been very stuck creatively wise. I was not motivated. I just needed a new surrounding and a new space because I feel like sometimes it's not us. We just need a change of scenery, a change of surrounding to have a new shift in energy. Do you have any plan of buying your own house soon? I'm not someone who grew up with this goal of buying my dream car, dream house, or a dream wedding. I don't have any of that. Now, I don't have any plans to buy my own property. I don't know, I feel like it's such a huge commitment, and I know it's also very common these days for people or friends around you to say, just buy the property lah and then rent it out and so on. Don't listen to those kind of people. First of all, you're the one that's gonna pay for a few decades. So don't let that pressure you. In fact, you should feel like you want to do it because you want to do it. It's not a must to buy a house. Because I feel like it's so common for people to reach a certain age, you need to buy your first car, then you need to buy your home. And if you think, Allyna, is because you're in a long-term relationship and your partner will be the one, buying the property and stuff. Yes, you are right. But if I'm single right now in my late 20s, I also don't feel the pressure of buying my own house. I think I'm more happy renting because I think it's just so much more flexible. Maybe one day I want to move abroad. Who knows? That's already a whole other conversation to have. But yeah, I don't have any plans to buy my own house. Are the neighbors in your area friendly, snobbish, or the mind their own business type? I've not come across anyone that's snobbish. So far, everyone is super friendly. Like, I'm also the type to mind my own business. Unless like I see you with a dog, I'll be like, oh my god! Whenever in the lift, right, uncle, auntie, they'll talk to me one day. I'm the snobbish one. I just look down. But when people talk to me, I'm like, hello! So if you ever see me, just say hi to me. I may have a resting bitch face, but I'll be more than happy to talk to you. They say moving out is a way to take care of your mental health. What do you think? 100% agree. That is also the main reason why I wanted to move out. It's mainly for my mental health. I was so down like the month before I moved out. But of course, sometimes moving out to some people, it's bad for their mental health because they're alone a lot of the time. So really know what you like. Because even when I was staying with my parents, right, I would go out on solo dates. I'll take myself out on dates and I always feel so recharged. I love it so much. That's when I know living alone will actually do me good. But I'm also super blessed to have a boyfriend and also friends that will always check in with me, and then they'll also come over as well. I don't plan to invite many people out, to be honest. Actually, I don't really want to invite people here. I don't want to allow any negativity in here. It's just like a safe space that I'm creating for myself. So it's been such a long video, so I think I should shut up right now. Give this video a like. Go like the video lah. You don't want to comment, go like lah. Yeah, so that I know you are still here. Now I'm definitely in this schedule of uploading one YouTube video per week. See you in the next one. Bye!